I know it's been a minute since I have been on. I know I've been on a hiatus. I'm sorry guys, but I haven't been really having much to talk about, except for here recently. So um, I have some things that's come up in my subconscious that I want to address, and it may help you or help someone else. Um, you can take this message and send it along, or share it, whatever you like to do. But we're gonna get started here in a minute. I'm gonna burn some Palo Santo, and then we're going to use. I'm going to use my singing bowl this time today because it's been a minute since I used my singing bowl. But those that are liking, subscribing, old subscribers, new subscribers, thank you. Those that's been there since the beginning. I know it's been a minute since I haven't been on, and I don't mean to be gone for so long, but there's only so much I can talk about. There's really only so much I can talk about. There's only so much. And I, you know, it's not easy coming up with content. It's not easy. Um, if I don't have anything to say, I won't get on. That's just me. You know, I will not get on at all if I don't have anything to say. So right now, I got something to say, and I'm gonna ring this singing bowl. If you have any earbuds, earpods, be on a PC, whatever you may be on, I ask that you turn it down. So here we go. One, two, three. I know it's been a while, guys. I've been on a hiatus and, just doing my own thing. Um, we're all put here on this earth for a reason. And I was watching this woman, she's a reader. And she said something that made me think because I was just thinking this. I was just thinking when I saw her, I was just thinking some days ago about my past and about the relationships that you're in. Um, there are people um, that we tend to come in contact with that are um, what's the word? People that we come in contact with that are their lessons, but not just that they're lessons. Um, they are what's the word I'm trying to look for? What's the word I'm trying to say? They're being tested. They're literally being tested, and a lot of them are fallen ones. But think about the ones that may have had mental issues, whether they're narcissistic or not. They could be on drugs, they could be drinking. We're sent here to help these people to regain what was once lost. Um, Basically, they're fallen. They're. I don't want to call them fallen angels because um, I don't really like that terminology. But they're fallen ones. They fell from grace, and they have these mental problems. They have these mental hangups. They're you could say that they're kleptos. Maybe they're people who have anger issues, or people that are narcissistic. Narcissistic. It has a long list, but the bottom line is what I'm saying is that we are put here to help those people to gain back what they lost. And I know a lot of people say they lost their wings, they got clipped, or whatever. They fell from grace. Basically, is what I'm saying is they fell from grace, and we are that test. We are that test to make sure, or not to make sure, because we are their test. And they are to either pass this test or they're going to fail this test. So these people that has fallen from grace, they all have issues, whether it be drugs, whether it be sex, whether it be control issues, whether it be whatever it may be. If you find yourself always constantly running into people that have issues, that have some kind of mental problem, you're sent here to help them. You're sent here to guide them. You're sent here to help them regain back once what they had, because it's a fall from grace is what happened to them. And I just saw this woman and I'm like, man, I started thinking about all the people, from the time I was, I don't know, maybe 21. From that point on, from 21 on, is when I started, dating people. And from that point on, I started thinking about all the people that I had been with, and they all have had mental issues. Every last one of them, they all had mental issues. And I never really looked at it until some days before I watched this woman, her YouTube video. And when she said that, I was like, oh wow. I was just thinking that a couple of days ago. That just kind of came to my subconscious. And it was like, man, this is something that, I can come to the people and talk to them about and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is why these things are happening. We got those, and here's the crazy part. These people that have these mental issues, they never leave your mind. Not never leave your mind, but you never leave their mind. You're constantly on their mind. And if they know people, they're constantly going to talk about you. No matter how long and how far away it's been. People that have mental issues like that, they do not know how to move on. They do not know how to forgive. They do not know how to let things go. And these are people with mental issues, and people that constantly stay in the past. Things that happened in the past are people that do not know how to accept a change that you haven't probably made. You probably, we pick up everyone on a frequency level. And eventually, once those people leave our lives, that means that they're no longer on that same frequency. Whether it be due to an argument, whether it be due to being sent somewhere, or whether it be to, leaving the country, or whatever it may be, or a fight, or whatever it may be, or whether it's children or whatever. But we all been sent here for a reason. And those that are like me, and I don't want to use that word chosen one. I don't want to use anything like that, but we are the ones that are listening. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones that's listening. We're the ones that are given that, what's the word I want to use? We're giving that, we're giving that ear, we're giving that shoulder, we're giving our time to fallen ones, people that has fallen from grace. And if you find yourself, every relationship you have, there's some mental issues going on. I've dated a couple schizophrenics. I dated an alcoholic. I've dated um, I've dated a couple people that were narcissists. I've dated people that wanted to control what I do, what I wear, you know, how I have my hair, how I comb my hair, you know. I've dated people who think that they know everything. I mean, they're brain almighty. Um, I've dated people that were Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, you know. These are all people with major problems. Um, what was she? Schizophrenics. I've dated a couple of them. Each one of these people that I've dated, they all have issues. One was a sex addict. I mean, the way that only way that this person know how to show love is sexual. I mean, YouTube, please forgive me, but this is not for the young kids. This is for the adults, so you don't have to worry about it. But this is the only way that person knew how to show love, and that's a mental problem. But not only that, that person also was hiding. She had more than one mask. She had a lot of masks. You know, she one way in the public when we're together, and another way when she's with her children, and then another way with me. She has like several different faces, and this was like my last relationship. She had several different faces, several different masses. You know, I can remember one time she was saying to her daughter, she was calling her the B word and all this other kind of stuff, but she was doing it up under her breath, and she didn't think I heard her, but yeah. And the other daughter was like 17 years old or something like that, but she called out her name, and it's like, but she tried to keep it under wraps, but I caught it, you know, that she had a problem, a mental problem. So, I mean, you got those people that, you know, they have children. It's like, you know, hey, don't mess this up for me, you know, and if it's got something to do with a man or something like that, hey, don't mess this up for me, you know. Every time I get somebody, you guys always seem to destroy this or destroy that. But they're blaming the children, but it's really not the children, it's that person, because they're hiding behind so many masses. They wear so many different masks for their children. You know, they're this evil witch. and then for other people in public, they're just a person that's a high-ranking spiritualist. I mean, well, I don't want to say spiritual, a high-ranking benevolent being. But then, to their husband or lover or whatever, they're in between, being, they got two, a devil and an angel on one side, on each shoulder. So I mean, just think about it. We are here for a purpose, and we're to help them to get back to grace, to getting their grace back, because they have fallen from grace. And I just never really looked at it like that. When this girl's, and then before she said that, I'm like, wait a minute, you know, I'm sitting here, I'm dreaming, and I had a couple dreams. One of the dreams was, um, this this girl. She was trying to break up with me in the dream, but then I forced myself on her to try to not, for her try not to break up with me. I try to force myself on her, in the sex way, and but I know that's not me. I know that's not my character. So this is someone else that's in your energy, in your dreams, in your dream state. Another time in my dreams, another breakup, but it was me, but it wasn't me. This person, when she came in, she spoke to everyone else but me. So I got really upset. I got really, really angry. And the next thing you know, she walks off, she leaves, and I guess her dad or somebody came and got her. And next thing you know, I'm sitting there screaming my lungs out, everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. And there was some kids that was, making fun. So I actually knocked this kid, and he went straight up in the air. And there's like these air ducts, and they're like these little silver round little things, but they're pipes going all the way across. And they have the little fan piece, the little fin pieces that's right where the air comes out. I knocked this kid up. He came back down and landed on his feet. That's not me. Because I know me. I don't run behind women. I'm not gonna do anything like that, like all the screaming and yelling, and just screaming to the top of my lungs. And then as that happened, they called her to come back. And then I don't know what happened after that. But they called her and she came back. After that, I think I woke up. But I know that's not me, because I'm not the type, I'm going to run behind no woman, period. I don't care who they are. I know me. So when you're having these dreams, nightmares, or something to do with a relationship, something to do with sex, something sex. Sorry, YouTube. I'm gonna try to tame that. But when you have these dreams of odd dreams, and you know that that's not your character, you know that's not you, you know you're not active, you know you're not, out and about, here and there, with other people, then you know that's not you. You know you're not that person. So you know that there's someone in your energy. And especially if it's someone that you cut off, if it's someone that you cut your energy from, that's other people that are playing around in your energy, There's people that's constantly speaking your name. There's constantly people that's constantly thinking about you. There's people that's doing um, witchcraft, sexual thoughts, and stuff like that. Thinking about stuff like that, and people are doing this stuff, looking at your pictures, doing this and doing that, and all of this is like witchcraft. This is all sexual witchcraft, and in some even tantric sex. I mean, that's calling out your name during this and doing that. I mean, just YouTube, please forgive me. Sorry, um, but these are things that are happening. These are things that are going on. When you have a lustful demon that's after you, when you have someone who has a sexual demon attached to them, especially someone who is a nymphomaniac, and that was my last person I was with. So um, this is what I'm trying to say to you. This is when these people, these are followers. These are people that have failed from grace. We're here to help them. This is what we're sent here for. And if they fail that test, they fail that test. It's nothing you can do about it, nothing I can do about it, nothing anyone can do about it. Because you are the test. They have to pass it. If they don't take heed to what's going on around and take heed to why you're there in their life to help them, to move them along, to help them get back what they lost, then no one can. Because you're sent here exactly for that purpose, to help others. And that's the reason why we constantly tend to wind up getting with narcissists, people that are drug addicts, people that are drinking, people that are violent, people that are demons. I mean, they just have a sex on them, But so I just wanted to come on and do this video, and I'm about to do another video here in a second. I know I've been on a hiatus, but this is another video I've been wanting to talk about, and I'll get back with you guys in a minute. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I thank you for liking my channel, liking my content, sharing my content. I'm very, very much appreciative. Like I said, I don't get on that often, but when I do, it's something I want to talk about, something that needs to be talked about. So thank you all for listening. I'll be back. Stay tuned. Sorry.